I'm Nicole. I am Master Trainer and Group X Instructor from Sunnyvale Sport, and we're going to go through a circuit today, upper body, lower body, and core. We're going to do 3 exercises per round, 3 sets, 1 minute each. So this is timed intervals. Work at your own pace. I will show you some options in between. We're going to go pretty fast through it, so modify as you need. We're going to start with our dumbbells. We're going to start with squat to overhead press. Then we're going to do some push-ups, and then we're going to do some core, some ab work. All right, here we go. Squat to overhead press and push. Come down as far as you can. You can kind of pick your foot position. You want to sit back in the heels, push up nice and tall. So at the top, core should be tight and glutes should be tight. Keep it up. Breathe out as you come up. Past halfway. Up at the top, nice and tall. Sit down as far as you can. Keeping those abs engaged. If you need to drop out the shoulders, again, modify. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Push-ups onto your mat. Option 1, knees. We're going to go wide push-up here. Focusing on the chest, butt tight, tummy tight. If you get tired, go to hip position, keep the hips up. Kind of like you're bowing down. Again, keep the tummy tight. And of course, your advanced option, full push-up. You can do 1 foot. Almost there. And you're going to flip over, and we're going to go crunches. If you need to support the head, that is fine. Try not to pull your head up, so keep the elbows out. Focus on a spot on the ceiling, lift the chest up to the sky. And you can put whatever music you want on. I definitely like having music for my workouts. Squeeze at the top, slowly down. Control. It's not about speed, and you want to bend from the waist. Focusing on these muscles, keeping the hips tight, keeping them stable. A few more here. Option, long arms. Using the weight of your arms to add more of a challenge. And come on back up, grab those dumbbells. And push. Nice and tall at the top. So again, you're going to sit back. Come down as far as you can. Halfway. Almost there. Hang in there. Three, 2, and switch. Push-ups. If you do have any wrist issues, then you can keep these dumbbells handy and use them to keep a neutral wrist. Chest should come down. Right between those hands. Past halfway. Keep that head in line with the spine. No nose dives. Almost there. And switch crunches. Long arm challenge. Keep those arms by your ears. Really squeeze and breathe out at the top. Tightening as much as you can. That rectus abdominis. Keeping it tight. Make sure you're not arching as you come back down towards the floor. Again, definitely can support the head. You can keep one arm up if you want. Kind of keep track and switch arms. So you're challenging each side. But we definitely don't want to strain the neck either. The neck will get a little stronger doing these. But everyone has their own conditions. All right, last time, back up. Hup. Squat to press. Nice and tall at the top. Tummy tight. Glutes tight. Squeeze. Halfway. All of these motions, try and keep them compound. Working full body, that core stabilizing as you come up. This is a very full body exercise right here. Burn a lot of calories, get that heart rate up. Almost there. Switch push-ups. Last time, so whatever you have left in you. If you want to do the full push-up, go right ahead. Knees or hips. Your choice. I like the feet up. Keep the glutes tight if you're doing the knee position. If you're doing hips, keep the feet down. So you're pivoting just from the hips, just using a fraction of the body weight. That's really what we're doing, just using your own body weight as resistance. Keep those hips up for knees. Whoo! Almost there. Keep those shoulders back and that head in line with your spine. Almost there, almost there. And switch. Last time for these. Lift, squeeze at the top. Resist on the way down. Breathe out. The breath definitely helps get that low contraction, that deep core contraction. Ooh, almost there. We'll give you a minute break to grab water after this. We'll go over the next round and we'll go right into it. Almost there. All right, grab water real quick. We're going to go on into our next round. So make sure you're doing your warm-ups beforehand. Make sure you are cooling down and stretching at the end. So next round, let me grab water real quick. Keep those dumbbells handy. So we're going to go into dumbbell RDLs or Romanian deadlifts. Those legs are going to be just slightly bent. to allow the hips to shift back. Back is flat. You keep those shoulders back. You can kind of look about 6 to 10 feet ahead of you to kind of just keep that head neutral. From there, we're going to come on to rows. In this case, our hands are going to be narrower. Same as push-up position, hips, knees, or toes. You're going to come down, elbows in close, and row. I'll show the options there as well. And then we're going to go bicycle. Some people call them bicycle crunches. We're going to do them nice and slow. Really focusing on, again, engaging and holding that core tight. On your marks, into that position. I'm going to show you from the side. And we come down 2 and up 2. So come down, feel that stretch on the back of the hamstring. Up, squeeze those glutes tight. We're going to lock those hips out at the top, shoulders back, chest up. So those knees are bending just enough to allow those hips to come back. Different than a conventional deadlift. Ooh. Halfway. So come to about mid-shin or so. The other thing to keep in mind is if you have tight hamstrings, you come down and this happens, only come down as far as you can before you lose control of your back. Usually what that means is your hamstrings have gone as far as they can. Your body is going to try and compensate. So keep that back flat all the way down. You're almost there. Then we're going to come down, back down to the floor for our back and triceps. All right, come on down. Option 1. Hands are under the shoulders no matter what. You're going to come down, row, down, and row. We'll do 2 more here. If this is where you're comfortable, stay right here. Elbows come in, hand towards your hip. Option 2, from the knees, a little bit wider. You're going to come down, row, drive through the knee to keep yourself stable. Both legs should stay down. Whew. Breathe out, tighten that core as you pull against it. Option 3. Pick the position that works best for you. It should be challenging, but I do like perfection. So make sure you have that perfect form before you move on, back onto your back. All right, options here. Full exercise. Switch. Switch. Really extend the leg to the opposite side. Switch. Keeping that back on the mat. Squeeze. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Try not to pull your head or the elbow. The slower the better. If it gets too hard, bring those feet up higher, carrying less of the weight of the leg. And of course, you can always alternate here as well. So pick the most challenging but doable option for yourself with what energy you have today. And you can build on this over time. Almost there. And then we're going to go right back up to those deadlifts. And up. RDLs. Let's go. Down. 2. Up. Nice and tall. I love RDLs. Very functional exercise. Working the entire posterior chain. Those hammies, those glutes, low back, upper back and lats, and core. Holding everything together. Squeeze at the top. And be tall and proud at the top, halfway. Ooh, feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Push those hips back. Keep the chest up. Those shoulders back. Almost there. You got it, you got it. And switch. Push up. Renegade row. Narrow push up because we already did our wide push up for chest. Knees wider. Get your base of support. Squeeze and row. Down. Triceps. Hand to hip. Keep those hands in close. Really working the mid back. and those triceps. Don't forget your advanced option. Keeping those hips solid. Those hips should stay facing the floor. No twisting, no rotating. If you start getting tired, ain't no shame. Come on down. Still working those muscles. Keep those hips up. Pivot from the hips though. Your hips should pick one position and stay there. And switch. Obliques. Really extend that opposite leg. Squeeze, keeping this tight. Breathe out. Breathe out. Almost there. We got one more round here. Don't forget you can alternate if you need to. And back up. Especially if that low back starts bothering you at all, then definitely modify. We want to make sure we're working the core. But if that low back starts kicking in, we might be a little bit farther than what those abs can support. And that's fine because, again, they'll get stronger over time. This is our last round of circuit 2. We got one more round, one more circuit to go. Nice and tall at the top, feel that stretch. So again, round 3 is really your chance, if you have anything left in the tank, to push it. Go to that advanced level. If you can't, that's fine. But you know what we're doing? Leave nothing out. Use everything you got. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Again, knees are going to be a little bit wider here to give you a nice base of support. Halfway. Keep that core tight. Keep those glutes tight. Whew. Make sure those hips aren't coming up. Squeeze. Lots of stabilization with these movements. Two more. And switch over. Squeeze. Hang strong. Keep those abs tight. Opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Twist. Rotate. Again, feet up if you need to. All right. Guess what? Grab water. All right, we got one more circuit to go. We're going to get those lunges in there. And those biceps, so it's going to be a reverse lunge to bicep curl. Alternating. Then we're going to come back to the mat. One more exercise for lats. Dumbbell pullovers. Then leg lifts. All right, so with our reverse lunges, get your breath, dumbbells handy. You're going to step back. Drop the knee, not to the floor, but it should be 90-90. Knees should be behind the toes, stacked over the ankle. Curl, bring it back down, together, other side. Back, curl, down, and together. So make sure you're coordinating that movement. Stay up nice and tall. Stay centered between your feet. Grab your dumbbells. On your marks, get set. We go. Back, curl, together. Back, curl. Make sure you have room behind you. And I kind of start in a hammer curl, turn, and then clear the hips. Stay up nice and tall, long back. Woo! Ah! One leg may be harder than the other. There's always a little balance challenge. And guess what? Balance comes from the core. So if you start losing your balance, think about pulling that core tight. Not just your abs, your glutes, your hip stabilizers. Almost there. One more here. Woo. And to the floor. One or both dumbbells. I'm going to do one. I'm going to hold at either side. Down and up. The key part of this is use those lats. But what you want to do is keep this tight. So keep going. Keep this tight. You don't want it arching up. Okay? Tight. Only bring your hands down as far as you can with the lats. It does not have to touch the floor. Feel that stretch? Pull right up through there. Those abs right on top of your lower ribs. Keep those ribs in. Don't let them go flaring out. Tummy tight. That weight is counterbalancing. You're pulling against it. Also resistance for the core. Almost there. All right. And then, feet up. Start with me here. Keep that tummy tight. Find the mat with the back. Lower the legs. Keeping that back down as far as you can. Once it starts shaking, that's your end of range of motion. So you want your legs to come down without the back lifting and without the abs popping up. So if they do, that's, again, farther than you can support the weight of your legs if this happens. A lot of people like to go super fast. Really focus on the movement here. Pull against it as low as you can, right where it stops shaking. Start shaking. That's where it's hanging on. That's your end. Right there. Just enough to keep tension in the muscle. And that's our third circuit. We go through 2 more times. So if you need to add, you want to increase your tempo, as long as it's controlled, grab those weights. All right, reverse lunge to curl. Again, I like control. We really want to make sure we're activating all those muscles and stabilizing that core. Woo, keep your balance. Watch those ankles. Make sure that back heel's straight up. Past halfway, easy peasy. Almost there. All right, back to your pullovers. Working that back and that core. Good. Keep the tummy tight. Lower, feel that stretch in the lats. Almost there, and we have our leg raises. So we worked 3 different layers of those abs. Rectus abdominis in the first set, obliques in the second, and this, the third, is actually also rectus abdominis, but your lower area, what most people like to target. All right, lower if you want. I forgot my clip. So I'm going to hold my hands right here. Breathe out as you pull it up. Breathe in, keeping that tight. Breathe out. Squeeze all the air out of your tummy. Pull it as tight as you can. All right, guys. We got one more round after this, and then we're done. Get excited. Those dumbbells ready. Know where they're at. Oop, keep those tummies tight. Keep that back down and up. Last time. I keep rolling away from me. Hup. Big guns. Make sure you're stabilizing. Down, curl, down, and up. Separate out that movement. Pass halfway. Ooh, ooh, core tight. Balance. Two more. Switch pullovers. Really draw in. Keep this tight. Again, you can use 2 dumbbells if you like as well. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in. Almost there. We got to finish up with our last set of ab work. Almost. All right. Lower abs last time. Leg raises. Really resist on the way down. Working that eccentric. Using your body weight. Pull, breathe out. Squeeze. Really think about those hips. Pivoting. And keeping that back against that mat. You're almost there. Finish strong. Nice strong finish with these abs. Full body workout done in 30 minutes. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you foam roll. All right. Good job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you're keeping fit over this nice little break that we have, and hope to see you again soon.